What's going on, everybody? The LoneWolf here. Just before we get into this Until Dawn session, I just want to let you know that the audio, I have to apologize for the audio. When I was streaming this session, my PS4 fan was way too loud and I didn't realize it. Even though I did things that should have made it even quieter than the first session, because I'd had issues with it in the first session, but it was way too loud, and I don't understand it, and because my streaming software doesn't allow me to record my commentary track to a separate audio file, I'm not able to fix it to a standard that I'd like, and it's messing with the game audio as it's all in the same audio track. So I do apologize for that. I'll try and do what I can to clean it up as best I can, but until the next session, hopefully you'll just be able to deal with it, and I cannot be more sorry for it. Nothing else in here. So what was that clue? Well, I've got 9 out of 20 twins clues. I know. Yeah, okay. So, a batch of 30 clocking in cards from the mine locked away in a safe. This means there were 30 miners trapped in the mine. Wow. "30 people trapped in the mine." I wonder how many made it out. What was that noise? That did not sound like a dog. Oh, a camera. Hello. Oh, and it's broken. Well, let's just put it back. We won't have any use for a broken camera where we're going. I don't even know where we're going. I mean, I know where we are. Words. Words are not my strong suit. Well, the morgue is that way. What is this way? Hello? I'm guessing we need to go in the morgue. What's that say? Reporter assaulted on Blackwood Mountain? Maybe. Let's have a look. So this is more clues for 1952. Yeah, reported assaulted on Blackwood Mountain. A newspaper dated 1952 with a story about a reporter being banned from visiting a group of rescued miners. The reporter had his camera confiscated, so that must have been his camera. So, a reporter from the Alberta Bugle was assaulted and hospitalized yesterday by security personnel at the Blackwood Sanatorium. Chuck Bernstein, a senior news reporter, was seeking an interview with the miners dramatically rescued on Tuesday. The men had been trapped underground for over 3 weeks after a structural collapse at the Northwest Mine in December and are now being treated at Blackwood Sanatorium for malnutrition and trauma. Jefferson Bragg, sole proprietor of both the Northwest Mining Company and the Blackwood Sanatorium, told the Bugle yesterday that the incident was unfortunate. Oh, you got trapped in the mine, unfought. And that a full internal inquiry had been launched. Oh, was he actually talking about the report being assaulted? Ah, you got hospitalized, unfought. He also claimed that Bernstein had been trespassing on sanatorium grounds without permission. It is believed that the assault arose from an argument about Bernstein's camera, which was confiscated immediately prior to the attack. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Can I go further this way? No, I can't go further that way. So to the morgue we go, unless I can go left. I cannot go left, so to the morgue we go. I do not like the sound of this growling. Can't go left, I can go right. What's in here? Well, that was a rat. Oh, hello. Okay, minor medical report. Attending physician Dr. NHF Bowen. Report follows RE, the initial state of the 12 miners after the collapse of the mine and subsequent rescue at Blackwood Pines. So 30 were trapped and only 12 made it out. Wow. I'm assuming that that's what that means. On receipt of the 12 patients at the sanatorium's medical facility, we had fully expected to find emaciated shells of men, starved and confused. Thankfully, the miners appear cogent and relatively healthy. Cogent? I don't even know how that word was pronounced. Attributed to their apparent discovery of emergency food supplies in the mine. Inhibited respiratory function was detected in a few of the older men as predicted, as well as symptoms of pneumonia. 30 miners trapped in a mine for 3 weeks, only 12 make it out, and there was emergency food supplies? I'm thinking they turned to cannibalism. Psychologically, after being trapped for 23 days, the shock of reintegration has been difficult for some of the group. Though their outward health is better than expected, they do seem to be affected by their time in the mine, I can imagine. Due to the delicate nature of some of the patients, we have closed off the A wing of the sanatorium. Psychological evaluations will take place as soon as possible. The men with respiratory problems have undergone a bronchoscopy and are prescribed a course of streptomyosis? I don't know. The others are simply kept under strict 24-hour observation. Cognitive, but just shorter to Kogan. Okay. One of those guys actually tried to bite me. I'm going to report it to Dr. Bowen. Yeah, they definitely cannibalized 18 people. Wait, is there anything else in this room before I proceed further into the morgue? Does not look like it. It's probably only that. And let me just get rid of the new. Yeah, right there. Miners rescued from the mine were healthier than expected, although some had exhibited reintegration problems. Update, the report mentions 12 miners, but there were 30 clocking in cars retrieved from the mine. Yeah, they definitely cannibalized 18 people. They didn't even mention other there being bodies, so cannibalism is like, yeah. There's no mention of the other 18. I mean, let's be fair. If you were trapped somewhere, you were starving, and there were other people there, and they were closer to death than you were, in terms of survival, like, the will to survive gets much stronger than the idea of not eating other people. And so if I was in a situation like that, I'd probably eat my fellow man to survive, assuming they didn't eat me first. But usually cannibalists are crazy, so their mental capacity should be off. Well, if you're trapped in a mine for 23 days, not knowing whether you're going to live or die, you're gonna end up a little unstable and probably more likely to eat your fellow man to survive. Because when the hunger sets in, man, you will eat anything. Anything. So has Mike just forgotten about Jessica at this point? Like, not even gonna try to locate her? Okay. Looks like I have to go that way. Take the machete. Take it. Perfect. Well, yes and no. There is no... There is proof that eating a person can actually make you crazy, but then again, you have to be crazy to do so. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling that walking towards the camera is the way we're supposed to go. So let's look up here. I smell a totem. I smell it. Smells like totem to me. This is the way to go, I think. We just saw the shadow of the dog. So that is clearly the way to go. I just can't speak. So let's see if there's anything walking towards the camera. I'll pull that back in a second. Part of me thinks there's something behind there that I'm not gonna like. Were they tortured? A chair with leather straps to restrain the patient. There's blood on it. Looks like it was used as part of a weird experiment. Man, the people running this place were crazier than the inmates. Had to have been. Okay, we spent a long time looking at that window there. Well, let's go say hello to the doggy. I have a feeling it's going to be right around that corner as soon as I walk through the door. And it's going to jump me and eat my face, bite my face off. And I may end up having to kill it as much as... Where did he put the machete? Okay, it's just floating on his jeans. Okay. Well, it's a sanatorium, so torture is necessary. Torture is never necessary. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Reply immediately. Reporters and other snoopers to be kept away at all costs. So... Western Province Telecommunications Company Telegram. Dr. Richard Castle, Blackwood Sanatorium to Mr. J. Bragg. Incident update. 12 survivors received at sanatorium showing signs of mental trauma may need to contain. Local press now have scent of blood becoming a problem. Please advise further. Oh yeah, I suppose in their eyes, torture would be necessary. Those poor men. Those poor cannibalistic men. Is that my Uncle Fred? Hey Fred, how's it going? Long time no see. You seem to be looking a little on the slim side. Have you been eating well? I see, I see. Well, Fred, nice chatting to you. Off I pop. Toodaloo. Good old Fred. A life and soul of the party. Fred is life and soul. He doesn't usually go to parties though, because he's got nobody to go with. If you get me. That was bad. I'll leave. What is through here? Ugh, rats. Torture is just irony. People think it helps a crazy person when in reality it makes them even more crazy. Yep. Hammerhead's pack rank is Pup Watcher, which was acquired by watching this scrub for 12.7. You've watched me for over 12 hours. That's half a day. How can you watch me for so long? It makes no sense to me. Okay. Okay. That is creepy. Because I get bored. Wow, so if you weren't bored, you'd not come here. I see how it is, Hammerhead. I see how it is. Can we high-five this thing?
Ow! I feel that in my fingers. Okay. No, we're not gonna amputate this. No, open the bear trap. No, we're not amputating the fingers. Oh crap, that broke the machete. We were probably gonna need that at some point. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We've still got half a machete. Half a machete is better than 2 fingers. We're getting rid of them.
Oh,
Bye bye, fingers.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh! 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 Oh, the fact he couldn't do it in one clean swing just gets to me even more. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Catch a tiger by the tail if he... Let him go. I don't know what the fuck to go. Okay.
Can I grab Mike's fingers and take them with me? I guess not. Oh, good thing he can still flip someone off with that hand, right? Like, who needs the little finger and the ring finger? All you need is the index, the middle, and the thumb. That's all you need. Like, because no one can take 5 fingers at once. Like, most people can only take 3. I'm so bad. I should stop. Okay. Oh, what do we got here?
This place just gets better and better.
Yeah. Strange skull. What was that? What's that? What's that banging? No. 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 I'm doing it. Oh. Oh, that was gross.
Okay, let's check this out.
Oh, that was gross. Ugh. Just the rat crawling out. Ugh. Can't properly get married, lol, and just no, Wolf. Just no. Okay, what's in cubicle number 2? Why do I do this to myself? The cubicle number 2 is empty, but what is this? Medical certificate of death. Sarah Smith. 24th of February 1952. I hereby certify that I attended deceased from March 8th, 1951 to February 24th, 1952. Last saw alive, I don't know, no, her alive. Last saw her alive on February 24th, 1952. Severe lacerations to the abdomen. Hang on, I need to, Was that a clue? Can I? Because I can't read that as it was. Ah, yeah, death certificate. Okay, a hastily written death certificate dated 24th February 1952. It describes the body as partially eaten. Name of deceased Sarah Smith, dated death February 24th, 1952. I hereby certify that I attended deceased from March 8th, 1951 to February 24th, 1952, and last saw her alive on February 24th, 1952. Cause of death: severe lacerations to the abdomen, intra-abdominal injuries, subsequent blood loss. If death was due to external causes, violence, fill in also the following: accident, suicide, or homicide. Homicide. Manner of injury: laceration by sharp implement, possibly fingernails. Additional notes: please use the box provided, signed by M. Bowen, MD. On reverse, additional notes: body was not discovered until 6 to 8 hours after death. Sections of the intestine and kidneys were apparently eaten by the attacker. Oh my word, cold air coming out of there is, like, it's still freezing thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's still cold. Like, it's obviously still power in this place. Okay, what do we have in cubicle number 3? Oh, there's a like a toe tag or something.